Warfare today is at the cusp of the third revolution in military affairs. And as I said earlier, it's because of not one, two or three technologies as happened during the first and the second revolution in military affairs, but multiple kind of technologies ranging from sensors to advanced materials, propulsion, hypersonics, artificial intelligence, big data, quantum, cyber, space. And generally what happens is all these technologies are spoken in one breath. So one gets confused as to how the warfare is going to change. So what I'll do is I'll classify all these technologies under three trends or three heads. And I'll do it and tell you as to how the outcome of war will be shaped because of these technologies. And the first technology under which I'll talk about is robotics. You have things like manned and unmanned teaming. So a manned platform is controlling a number of unmanned kind of platforms. You also have exoskeletal that enhances, human performance, and these are all part of this particular trend. So this is one area, robotics and automation, which is happening. And how is it going to change warfare? Warfare till now has always been between two humans, actually. One human may be better armed, you may have better body armor, you may be better equipped with a sword or a lance or a modern rifle. You may be having a better mobility. You may be a charger, a horse. Another one could be on an elephant, and a modern fighter could be on an attack helicopter. But essentially, combat was between two human beings. We are at the cusp of an era. The combat today could be between humans and machines tomorrow, and between machines and machines. The second trend which I have identified, I've called it celerity, which is to do with something with velocity as well as speed. And this is coming about because of technologies like hypersonics, that is glide and cruise, fractional orbital systems that can go around the globe, stealth technologies, which are making things stealthier. This is on one end. On the other hand, you have the slow movers, small cross-section drones actually. They are getting armed and they are being used in swarm technologies. So that's another trend which is happening. And we have this low radar signature drones, slow movers on one end, and on the other end you have very high speed things like hypersonics, and with intelligent routing, etc. This is making them invisible, inaudible, and undetectable, and hence untargetable. So, as I see the era of large platforms like ships, tanks, we're already seeing actually in this warfare. In Black Sea, we've seen a number of large platforms, Russians going out, and the tanks. So the era of large platform probably it needs a review, and maybe the warfare actually, the expansion of the battle phase space actually is unlimited now. So you could be targeted anywhere across the world, and this is what can be called as ultimate non-linearity in warfare. So you could be targeted anywhere. So this is going to create a paradigm shift in defense actually. So you will require a resilient and a layered kind of a defense, especially air defense. So this is a fundamental change. The third change which is happening, or the third trend, is I think even more revolutionary, and I would call it as intelligentization of warfare. And this is the third technological trend, and this is happening because of improvement in data processing systems with enablers like artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data, large language models, supercomputing, edge computing, etc., etc. Its impact is all pervasive. Digitization of battlefield is contributing towards actually its intelligentization, and interlinking and integrating of complex systems and platforms, and also various domains of warfare. So what we are seeing is a gradual shift from net-centric warfare to data-centric kind of a warfare. So a net-centric warfare, the emphasis was on information kind of superiority. Whereas in data-centric warfare, the superiority is based on your superiority of decisions actually. So it's a cognitive superiority which you're taking. So if in a combat there were 10 situations or 10 actions two adversaries had to take, the one which is based on artificial intelligence and big data is always taking faster and better decisions. So your decisions are better, so that ultimately you will win. The guy who has this will win in combat.